All right, let's go talk out now to the attorney for Michael Cohen. His name is David Schwartz. Mr. Schwartz, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So our first question really was essentially, why does Michael Cohen need an attorney?
Well, Michael Cohen has me because I'm his attorney for his defamation action against BuzzFeed. So that's the reason why I'm his attorney. We filed a defamation action dealing with the dossier. He also needs an attorney because there are investigations going on. The multi-campaign investigations for sure. He needs to be represented, and also in this Stormy Daniels lawsuit, he needs to be represented as well. The LLC that he created.
I think the average person is not aware how treacherous lawsuits are. And I think you obviously know what I mean. In other words, a single misstep, a T that's not crossed somewhere, something you didn't think of, can evoke liability you never imagined. And without an attorney, you wouldn't have any way to protect yourself.
Hello?
You were here? Did we lose you?
No, I'm back now. I don't know what happened.
I just said that I think the average person doesn't understand the liability of a suit or an investigation. I think the average person thinks, oh, they're guilty because they have a lawyer, as opposed to understanding that every time each of us, we all, as we go through life, not even aware of where we didn't cross a T or dot an I that could create a liability were we to be investigated.
100%. Anytime the government is investigating anybody, I don't care if it's an attorney, a CEO of a company, a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, you need an attorney. You need an experienced attorney that knows how to deal with the government. So for sure, on any government investigation, you need an attorney. Attorneys hire other attorneys all the time for all kinds of matters.
Probably more so than the rest of us, because again, you understand more of the liability. The rest of us wait until it's too late, or shoot our mouths off. Which then some people have attorneys, have clients that they can't control. Is Mr. Trump one of those guys?
Well, no, not at all. So and full disclosure, I have done some work for the Trump Organization and Mr. Trump way back, between 2010 and 2016. So I've known Michael Cohen for a long time, and I've done work for the Trump Organization. No, he's actually very demanding. He's extremely demanding, and he's very demanding of Michael Cohen and anyone he deals with. And when I dealt with him, he was extremely demanding. So he's not the easiest person in the world to work for, but it creates a challenge. He demands the best from the people around him. So that's why it's hard to work with him sometimes. Is he demanding certain outcomes that he wants and just insists you get to that outcome? Is that what you mean by demanding? He's demanding. He wants the people working for him to really be working for him and to give it their all. I mean, obviously, he's very outcome oriented. He's very goal oriented, and certainly he's disappointed anytime he doesn't get to his goal. I want to hear about. Go ahead.
No, I want to know what went down on CNN. You were there with Michael Avenatti, who's the attorney for Stormy Daniels, and you guys went at it. It was like a half an hour.
Well, that's what I want to hear about, too. But while we're hearing about that, hold on a second, Dave, 1 second. While we're doing that, if you want a shot at $500, we're going to play the KBC $500 high-low game. While we are talking to the attorney for Michael Cohen, David Schwartz, you'll be the seventh caller on our contest line, 888-790-5222, 888-790-5222, and guess the lucky number between 1 and 100, and you win. Lauren.
So tell us. Give us the dirt.
All right, Lauren. Yeah, Lauren, to answer your question, when you're in the heat of battle, I try a lot of cases. It didn't feel, I knew it was heated, but the reports of everyone commenting on it, it's like almost epic. all I can tell you is Michael and I shook hands before the interview, and we shook hands after the interview. So, that's the bottom line. He doesn't agree with what I had to say, and I don't agree with what he has to say. I think a lot of what he has to say is complete nonsense, and no one has been challenging anything he's had to say up till now.
Give us some examples.
Biggest problem with what he says.
Well, first of all, this is a rock solid non-disclosure agreement. It's excellent non-disclosure agreement. Say whatever you want about Michael Cohen. Some people don't like him. Some people don't like his politics. Some people don't like his former boss or his client, Donald Trump. But the bottom line is this agreement is rock solid. It's really well done. And there is no way in this world he is going to invalidate this agreement. So that's number one. He's on the losing end of that one. And I believe he's going to go down on the agreement. So that's number one. Number two, I think he's got a major problem. I know, he's advised his client, the payday at the end of this is going to be tremendous. You're going to make millions and millions of dollars. And all I can tell you is she's violated the agreement about 20 times, and there's a lot more to come. And she is going to be liable for millions of dollars at the end of the day. And I can tell you that Michael Cohen will not rest until he recovers every single penny of that money. So, and I guess he views that as a threat. The other thing Ms. Avenatti throws around is this word threat. He's constantly saying his client's being threatened, threaten this, threaten that. First of all, Michael Cohen has never had any contact with Stormy Daniels. He's never emailed her. He's never spoken to her on the phone. He's never had any contact. So what he's viewing as a threat, I believe, is when there are conversations between attorneys, which is completely the right way to handle legal conflicts. And when Michael invokes the damages clause, that she's going to be liable for millions of dollars. And then when I say it, Michael Avenatti, for some reason, views it as a threat. I view it as an enforcement of a damages clause. I don't see where that's a threat whatsoever. But I could categorically deny that Michael Cohen has ever threatened Stormy Daniels at all.
You're in the precarious position of defending your client who claims that he paid Stormy Daniels' non-disclosure agreement out of his own pocket.
Right. It's not precarious at all.
Never in the I'm not a lawyer. You know better than I, but it's hard for me in any scenario imagining a lawyer doing that without your client's knowledge.
These questions have come up a lot. You got to look at this on a case-by-case basis. Would I agree with you that I've never heard of a lawyer, an outside counsel, paying off the settlement of something like $130,000? But this is not a normal attorney-client relationship. This is an over-decade relationship of two people that are and were extremely close, like almost like a family member. So would you do it for your brother? Would you do it for your mother? Would you do it for your sister? Absolutely. That's how this was done. And there is no way, Mr. Trump, and I spoke to Michael a little while ago, just to go over some of the finer points with that. There is no way Mr. Trump knew about that payment. Michael did it. He started the LLC, the EC LLC, which he started, and he did that for the purposes of settling this case, settling the matter. And why do people settle the matter? Why do people enter into non-disclosure agreements in the first place? It happens every single day.
Because they want to keep a secret.
No. They want to avoid litigation, and they want to avoid embarrassment to family. They want to avoid embarrassment to reputation and business. This is why people enter into these things. And it's interesting how everyone phrases it. Oh, it's hush money. They want to keep it a secret. I look at it the other way. I look at it as legal extortion. All right. This is someone who entered into an NDA, and now she's coming back. And even before the NDA, it's, I'm going to threaten to tell the world about this and that and the other thing and this alleged affair. You know what? At the end of the day, it's extortion. That's
David,
what that is.
I've got to end it right there. Is there a website you'd like to refer people to for your law firm?
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, it's www.gerstmanschwartz.com.
Thank you, sir. We enjoyed talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You got it.